I didn't want to be a rock star, and I didn't want to be a movie star. No pictures, please. I wanted to be a health-based culinary expert, a cook star, and so can you. Hi, my name is Remmi, and today on Cook Time with Remmi, we're gonna prep and cook one of my favorite dishes, Savory Spanish Rice. Okay, first things first. The #1 rule on Cook Time with Remmi is that you always check with a parent or an adult before you start cooking. Next, it's very important to wash your hands before you start any cooking. Today we're making savory Spanish rice featuring onions. Now the next thing we need to do is get our cooking pots, pans, and bowls. So here's our pan, and the ingredients you'll need for this dish are oil, broth, tomatoes, rice, garlic, avocado, cilantro, green bell pepper, onion, and some salt and pepper. Did you know approximately 88% of the onions produced in the United States are yellow, while 7% are red and 5% are white onions? So the first thing we're gonna do is put some oil into our pan here to get it ready for the saute. Let's get it about a tablespoon in there, actually a little more than that. And now I'm going to add our featured vegetable, the onions. Nice little sizzling there. And actually, onions are one of the most important foods in the culinary world because they enhance the flavor of dishes. And then we have some green bell pepper. Nice and sizzling. And some garlic. This is gonna smell real good. And then we're gonna saute this for a little bit, for about a couple minutes. Well, this has been sauteing for a couple minutes, so we're going to add our rice. We're just gonna fry it up a little bit, only a little bit, not a lot. We're gonna stir it around. Oops. Let this saute for a while. So the rice has been sauteing for a little while. So we're gonna add our tomatoes. And now we're going to add the broth. And you wanna be very careful in this part. Make sure your head is away from the pan because there's probably gonna be steam, so be careful with that. It's a bit subdued. And now what we wanna do is add some salt and pepper. Salt, a little pepper. And then we're going to bring this up to a boil. And then you reduce the heat to a simmer, cover it up, and then cook it for about 15 to 20 minutes. It's been 20 minutes, so now it's time to plate. So let's get our plate and get a couple spoonfuls of rice on there, of all these veggies. The veggies. And now we're gonna garnish with some cilantro. And then you have your savory Spanish rice featuring onions. When you're cooking, it's always very important to make sure ingredients measurements are right. And the ingredients you use should always be as fresh as possible so your food tastes the best. Remember the cook time rule. You should always have all 5 food groups whenever eating each meal. Cooking is fun, and the food you make should taste good and be healthy for you. Now for my favorite part, the taste test. I love rice, but even with the green bell peppers, the onions, and the tomatoes, it just made it even better. Thanks for hanging out with me on Cook Time with Remmi. See you next time when we'll be making Asian lettuce wraps with orange sauce. All kids should lead a healthy, active, and nutritious life. And we all play a role educating young people about healthy choices, including 16 million children at risk of hunger in the U.S. Join me and Sodexo to help raise awareness about the 1 in 5 children at risk of hunger by visiting an online youth action center at www.nokidhungry2.org. Well, 7% are red onions. Okay. Sorry. Spanish savory rice. I'm double-faced. There's Remmi and Remmi. There's Remmi with 1 M and Remmi with 2 M's. Duh. Thumbs up, hands down. Bismillah. Okay.